Continuing coverage of the UEFA World Cup qualifiers from Europe. I just said UEFA World Cup qualifiers for Europe. That's a little bit of,
It's
All right.
accurate. That's
It's
accurate.
accurate. It is accurate. All right, Rahi. This group is very interesting. And you know why? I'll tell you why it's very interesting. Because we've seen two teams in this group paired together. It seems like almost every qualification run from the World Cup. And of course, you know who I'm going to say? Who is that? Who is that?
We're talking Belgium and Wales, I believe.
Belgium and Wales.
What a history. What a history.
Group J. North Macedonia, Kazakhstan, Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein's having a horrendous run of late, but getting beat out in a group by San Marino, I believe it was, in the Nations League.
Yeah,
I think it's San Marino. Yep, finishing last in a group with San Marino and Gibraltar. Wow, Liechtenstein. But Belgium, Wales, what a colorful history between these two teams. The famous Euro 2016, I believe it was, Rahi, one of the most famous game in Wales history.
Yeah, probably the most famous game in Wales history.
Yes, probably, definitely. It's definitely got to be. I mean, what could be more than that, man?
No, definitely an incredible moment for Wales, an incredible tournament for Wales that was. But hey, don't look twice, but this Welsh team is back in a big way. This is a good Welsh team. This is not a team that in that middle period when we had the end of Gareth Bale, maybe the players around him weren't that good. Now this team is a little replenished. Look out. This, for me, is an interesting group, but only at the top end between Belgium and Wales. I think your next question is going to be, is it competitive? Is it the group of life or is it a group of death?
You guessed it. Yep, that is exactly the next question. Group of life, group of death. What do you got?
Yeah, it's life. This is life, and it's life because for Belgium and Wales, they look down the list and they don't see anything remotely concerning about the teams they're going to play. And so for them, it's really as straightforward, and they're going to duke it out between the two of them. And that's an interesting game because this is not the Belgium that we've, seen in the past 10 years, let's say. This is an even older Belgium side. Yes, with some new good players, but we shall see. It's an interesting Wales team. It's an aging Belgian team.
It is, which means I'm going to say group of life. Obviously, like I don't think Kazakhstan and North Macedonia, Liechtenstein. I mean, look, like Kazakhstan has played well. Like let's give Kazakhstan some credit. They've played well recently. They've had some good starts to qualification, and they had a good the last Nations League, right? They had a pretty poor like last Nations League, right? But before that, they'd had a couple good campaigns, right? Yeah. But yeah. So let's shift over to the top players to watch. Like who you got your eye on in this group?
I was thinking about this one a little bit, to be honest, because I was thinking about a guy who I think has had a poor season for City. I thought about Jeremy Doku.
Yes.
I think he's a tricky player because at times for City, he looks incredible.
Yes.
And at times he really looks like it's a lot of hustle and bustle for nothing. But I think he is really a dangerous player. Yes. And I think he has the opportunity to turn it on for Belgium. I'd like to see him unlock it and be the key difference maker for this team. Now, of course, that KDB is older. I don't know how long he's going to play. So for me, I'm going Jeremy Doku. I thought about some of the Welsh boys who are very interesting.
Yes.
Of course, I feel like you're going to go Welsh, though. So I thought I'd go with Belgium.
I mean, I am going to go Welsh, but I do want to point out one very big player. I mean, in the literal sense, who's coming back for this particular campaign. And that, of course, is Mr. Thibaut Courtois. It's a sort of a honorable mention because he is back for Belgium.
Yeah. Incredible.
And that's going to be a huge boost to them. Yes, you're right. I'm going Welsh, and I'm going to go with Mr. Brennan Johnson, of course, Tottenham's finest. Yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't go with that. Yeah.
Yes. And well, I mean, I'll give you my rationale, and then you can tell me yours a little bit. He's every time I've seen him play, right, for Tottenham, and look, I don't want to get into the thing with Tottenham fans, that in general, like Premier League fans can be very harsh of like the players that are on their team, basically, like if certain matches they don't excel to wherever this was to go. But look, you've seen this kid perform very well, for the team, and he scored some big goals, and I think he's going to be like the future of Wales in that capacity.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And this is one of those things where the club he plays for and the pressure they're under, I think makes it harder for him to emerge, right? It's a team not having a great year. It's a team constantly under pressure. So I think the microscope is on him. But if you take a step back, he's really an incredible player.
Yeah, 100%. So, okay, let's get to the prediction component of this, right? This is
a difficult
tricky.
one.
This is hard. We're going to say who's going to win the group, right? Like, based on that.
This is the challenging one, I think.
This is very tricky.
Okay. So, are we saying who's going to win the group, I assume?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's
I mean, well, okay. Who's going to win or who's going to get second? Either way.
No, who's going to win the group?
Yeah, I mean, whoever loses the group is the one that's going to get second,
Yeah, right. All right, ready? Tell me when you're ready. We're ready to reveal?
Yes.
He's debating. He's debating. He's not sure.
I'm ready.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What do you got? Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I got the Belgians.
Okay.
I'll go first in this.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes. This is an aging squad. Not aging as much as before, because some of the guys have actually just been taken out, like some of the older guys, right?
Yeah.
Now you're seeing guys like Openda, Doku. You have Leandro Trossard. So these are people who are not. I would say like a lot of these guys are in their prime, so to speak, right? Or getting to that. So it's not that aging Belgium from before. Yes, you still have Lukaku there, and you still have Kevin De Bruyne probably there. You still have Thibaut Courtois. New coach, Rudy Garcia. I just think at this current juncture, these guys have been so good at qualifying for tournaments. And even when Wales has been in their same group, Wales has never, they've beaten them, but they've never been able to trump them in the qualification part.
Yeah, true.
They had the most famous victory, of course, when it really mattered in the knockout phase, but they've never been able to do that. And I just don't think there's enough on this particular Wales team to get that done.
I think that's fair. The concern with Belgium is always the mental state and the togetherness and the camaraderie, and nothing about recent times has suggested to me that this Belgian team is any more willing to fight together and play collectively than what we've seen in the past few years. Couple that with the aging sort of central midfield and up front. And so for me, I think the fact that this is a better Welsh team than we've seen in the past couple iterations, this is a more talented, more exciting, more pacey Welsh team. That's why.
Okay. Yeah. And it's not like they haven't done it before. They know how to win against Belgium. And it's, I think it's going to be a fascinating encounter between those two teams. I really do. And North Macedonia and Kazakhstan, they present a couple tricky matchups, especially the home matchup. I think the home ones for those teams, and like I said before, Liechtenstein is not going to pose any threats, I think, based on the current form that we've seen from them. So, all right, let us know your thoughts. Does Belgium win it? Does Wales win it? Does North Macedonia win it? Kazakhstan, Liechtenstein. Let us know your thoughts out there as we continue down our predictions. If you've enjoyed these videos, please subscribe to the channel.